Greetings, dear ones. We are very pleased to have this moment to speak with you today. Today we speak to another issue brought to us by a Lightbringer who has asked, as this manipulation of humans on the planet right now by the mass media continues to generate fear, anxiety, and confusion, do you have guidance for us to encourage and strengthen us in our daily lives as we interact with others who are affected so badly by all of this? You are correct that the greatest infection on the planet at present is not a dreaded illness, but fear. And you are correct that confusion comes in as a close second to that infusion of anxiety, stress, and uncertainty. We are happy to offer some guidance, though mainly to point out that the guidance you carry deep within you is every bit as helpful as any we could offer, once you focus on it and require it to come forward to your conscious mind. It seeks to strengthen and encourage you on every level, in every part of your life, and it will not fail you. It does require some illogical forms of bravery, however. It will mean that some days you must take that first step off the path onto what appears to be air, but which in fact is a densely packed energy field desiring to manifest into solid wisdom and understanding. There is a powerful depth of inner knowledge which you came in with and which remains largely untapped by most people until they consciously connect with their soul and higher self. The energetic opening up to this wisdom that is happening now for so many is such a powerful channel of growth and realization that those who seek to keep you frightened are in fact terrified themselves that you will open up to it, benefit from it, live by it, because once that occurs, you are able to utterly disregard all their pulled levers and signals to try to force you into heightened states of awareness that are a constantly guarded anxiety and expectation of loss. While in that state, human beings will often do anything they are instructed to do, as they are barely inhabiting their bodies, let alone tapping into the guidance of their higher self and the higher realms. You have been carefully trained to do as you are told by those who have placed themselves in authority. And this moment in Earth's timeline is the time fashioned by some for that training to be fully put into practice, with the message that that is what is necessary for your survival. You have recognized that fear does not lead anyone into survival, except for the in-the-moment reactions to immediate emergency situations that require you to leap into action. That emotion is not meant to be an ongoing state of being. Taking care of oneself via quick thinking is more good sense than fear. The two are very different. The manipulations you refer to are to keep the lower mind constantly aggravated, confused, and distracted. This is to demotivate groups and individuals from reaching for the beautiful resources of the higher mind and the heart mind. These carry the ability to see through distractions and manipulations and all empty ploys designed to keep one's spirit in a low frequency. We should say, remain separate from the fears and comments of others if they feel to you to come from a place of illusion or survival vibration. Your own steady light will assist them greatly. Yet you must hold that quietly within you, remaining conscious of the contagious nature of fear and not allowing its effects to move you into that frequency. It is best not to use argument to stress one belief or idea or another, but simply to allow your high vibration to speak for itself. Allow others to recalibrate to that vibration themselves when they are ready. These attacks on the nervous system that you are viewing are highly orchestrated, as are the emergency situations you are viewing now, whether they are happening in your own life or community, or you view them on the news. And we do not recommend doing so very often due to high levels of disinformation and the technologies used in most broadcasts to lower your vibration. And yes, this includes the commercials. the calmness of your response, a conscious decision to not ignore a difficult situation you must deal with, yet not feel knocked down by it, is what distinguishes you from those who take in and trust manipulations in an unconscious way. It will come as a great assistance to those who are all at sea now, wondering who or what to trust. There are also many living in denial of the world's ills, and so they appear to be behaving as if things were business as usual, though in their quieter moments they must face the fact that nothing is as it was. That shift has been brought on by several things. An unprecedented level of higher light pouring onto the planet. What time it is for Earth and her beings, the movement into ascension, and the turning of the one great era in this universe into another. What humanity itself, with light bearers at the forefront, are envisioning and desiring to know, understand, and be now. Lightbringer participation in and support of the galactic outreach, and impending disclosure of such, among other shifts. You have correctly noted that what you all envision and desire to be is something very great. Not small or frightened or living without choices. That is not who you are and not where you stand, unless you actively choose such. And so we would say, as you have already noted the manipulations around you, the question might be, where do you choose to put your focus? Are you checking in with informative emails, social media, news reports first thing every morning as a way to set the vibrational reality of your day? Or are you taking quiet time for checking in with your spiritual team, asking what you need to know or realize on one issue or another or in general? Are you taking time for exercise, for healthy live foods, for drinking plenty of water? Are you being kind and supportive to yourself throughout the day in this time of intensive accelerated growth that demands your highest aspect, not the automatic responses of the survival aspect? Be aware that even with ongoing focus and a dedicated time each day for meditation and speaking with your spiritual team, you will still have moments of pure reaction, whether it is anger and impatience with those who appear to be in charge, or stress relating to one possible upcoming scenario or another. Give yourself a moment, dear ones, when those moments occur. Sit quietly and breathe for a moment, reminding yourself that all is well. That you did not come here at this time to feel defeated, cornered, or outdone. Realize that the theatrical presentation being displayed now in your mainstream media are not created to assist you, but to pull you back from the steady realization that you are greater than this moment on Earth's timeline and will not be defeated by it. As you increasingly each day call in more and more of your higher self to meld with and direct your Earth energies and consciousness, you will begin to draw to you circumstances, information, inspiration, and comfort that could not reach you while you were in a state of panic and stress, except in much smaller ways. So decide now where you will place your focus, how you will use your time and resources, and what voices you most want to hear and trust. If ever there was a time on the Earth plane for remembering you are not so much from Earth as visiting here, and that your own resources come not only from this life, but from far higher dimensions, that time is now. We are here with you at every moment, dear friends. You have only to call out to us for support, guidance, and wisdom at any time, knowing that it is sent you in that instant, even if your thoughts do not immediately pick up on such. And if a stirring piece of music inspires you more than cold fact, then put your focus there. If some beautiful piece of art or time in nature is what you crave, then intentionally take that time and let your senses drink that in. If you prefer to laugh at a comic or a friend's funny story rather than bewail the state of the world, then most assuredly allow that moment in all its beauty. Do all you can to remain in a balanced and upward-looking state, dear ones, while the shocks and jolts of this transition move everything forward. It will not always be thus. And that which is within you, calling out to the light to fill every moment of your reality, cannot be extinguished. You know this. That is the song you are here to sing, and we rejoice with you in that. Namaste, dear ones. We are with you always.